Hi everyone. Today we're actually going to be listening to a story and seeing if we can find the beginning, middle, and the end of the story, okay? So this story is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Have you ever read that story before? I've read it a lot. My first name is actually Mary. So I've read this story so many times in my life, and I've heard the song a lot too. Now, this is a little bit of a different version. This is kind of a school version. So I'm going to read it to you and we're going to see if we can find beginning, middle, and end. Okay? So just listen along. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play to see the lamb at school. The teacher cried, "Oh, this can't be. Oh, this can't be. Oh, this can't be." The teacher cried, "Oh, this can't be. No lambs can come to class." Children, line up quietly, quietly, quietly. Children, line up quietly. We'll go out on the grass. Then Mary's parents came to school, came to school, came to school. Then Mary's parents came to school and led the lamb away. So if you want to show and tell, show and tell, show and tell. So if you want to show and tell, make sure that it's okay. Maybe we should ask before we can bring our pets to school. I think that would be a great idea. So this one is a little different than you've probably heard before. And now we're going to take a look at what the beginning, the middle, and the end might be. Okay? So I want you to just stop and crank your brain up and see what do you think happened at the very beginning? What do you think? Parents, you can pause me if you need to. Good. Definitely at the beginning, we had Mary had a little lamb. And that little lamb followed her everywhere. And where did she take that lamb? To school. She has a lamb that follows her everywhere, and she took it to school. That happened at the beginning. Now let's think about what happens next. Yeah, the children thought it was so funny, but the teacher did not think it was very funny. It's a very silly thing to have a lamb at school. So first, Mary brought the lamb to school, but then she wasn't really supposed to have it, right? So the teacher had to say, "This can't happen. We need to go outside with this lamb." So first she brought the lamb to school, and then they had to go outside because a lamb can't be at school. Now let's think about what happened last. Yeah, her parents had to come get the lamb. Yeah, and the lesson of the story was if you want to show and tell, you definitely need to ask first, right? So first, Mary had a little lamb and she took it to school. Then the children were so crazy because she brought a lamb to school, the teacher had to take them outside. And then her parents had to come pick up the lamb because you're not supposed to bring pets to school. You just found the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. Give me a high five. Great work, friends.